atheistic worldview, there was nothing, and that would require
wrong.
To come
Absolutely wrong.
Why?
Every time, I'm sorry, I am intentionally cutting you off on this one because no atheist says there was nothing that I'm aware of. I am unaware of any hypothesis for the beginning of the universe that starts with nothing. Not only that, just to put the final nail in the coffin, science has proved that nothing cannot exist. They have done several experiments that prove that nothing cannot exist within our universe. So I just want to stop you there. No atheist that I'm aware of says that, and I probably know more than you do. So my anecdotal evidence for that is stronger than yours, and I'm unaware of any survey that would go to prove that.
I get this argument from Christians all the time, always stating that from the scientific perspective, that scientists and atheists believe that from nothingness came the universe, that the Big Bang Theory is from nothing came everything, that there was nothing in the universe. That is so far from the actual truth of what science and pretty much everything teaches. Now, was there a time frame where they thought that space was empty, that there was no matter there? But of course, we come to realize that there is matter in space. There is no emptiness in the universe. Even when you look at the Big Bang Theory, it is that the singularity exploded and then our conscious universe that we live in today exists. But we still see that there are singularities that are happening even within our universe. So the singularity that manifested what we see as the known universe could merely have just been a singularity within a much larger universe. So there is no such thing as nothingness. That has been proven time and time again. And I don't know of any person of a scientific mindset that says that out of nothingness came the universe. Matter, energy has always existed. Matter, energy will always exist, but it will not always exist in the same form, in the same way that your body has always existed, but the matter that comprises your body was other matter prior to that and has come together to become the matter of who you are through inception. When you die, Lion King, Circle of Life, your body, that energy will become something else. They become the dirt, the grass, the smoke. If you get cremated, the ashes, it becomes something else. Now your consciousness is on a whole nother level of understanding. Your consciousness is an energy, a complex energy that's always been, whether it was dispersed and came together in the womb, or whether it disperses when you die, or remains and just exists on a different plane of existence in its fullness. We don't know. We don't know. Those are theories, those are hypotheses, but those hypotheses are based on what we do know in the current state of being. In our current state of being, and this is where I differ with people who are Buddhist, is that I could never be a tree. My consciousness can never be a tree because the tree is less complex in its consciousness than I am. If I became a tree but still maintain my level of complexity, then I would know that I am a tree existing in this universe, watching people walk around and do all these things, yet I won't be able to communicate with them in the same way. So my consciousness is too complex to become a tree. It's too complex to be a flower. It's too complex to be a squirrel or a frog or a dog or a donkey or a monkey or anything. It can only be at the same level of consciousness of a conscious being to which I am. So the aspect of reincarnating, coming back as a person, sure. The aspect of reincarnating into a higher dimensional being, sure. But to come back and reincarnate as a lower conscious being, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Now, if disbursement is what happens, then sure. If you saw the movie Powder, would be a good example of that. When he released himself, he became energy and dispersed himself into the consciousness of every person and everything in the world, becoming one with the universe and everything within the universe. And everybody was like, oh, I feel him. It's a great movie, by the way. That would be an idea of disbursement, where then, yes, a part of you becomes the bird, the flower, the tree, the monkey, the rat, the cat, the dog, and everything else in the universe, the nebulas, the stars, and all those sorts of things. So your consciousness just dispersed. And maybe the reason why people believe or feel that they have past lives or remember certain things is that more of that consciousness was dispersed into you than was dispersed everywhere else, because there's nothing saying that it has to be dispersed evenly. And maybe that's where the idea and the feelings and the thoughts of past lives come from. We don't know. It's a theory, it's a hypothesis based on how the energy of your body goes into the ground, but it becomes many different things. The energy of anything that's burned, some become ashes, some become the smoke, some becomes energy levels that go off and become all sorts of things and travel throughout the universe and throughout time, and just is what it is. And that would be a disbursement, not even disbursement, but a disbursement of the energy of your consciousness. That's a possibility. But until we figure out a way to scientifically observe it, test it, we won't know. These are just theories. But as far as you maintaining who you are, going to heaven based on some Jesus character, blah, 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 no. But the main part of this video is the fact that there is no such thing as nothingness. The universe was not created out of nothingness. Even in your Bible, it states that in the beginning, when God began to create, the earth was void and chaotic, and his breath fluttered over the waters. There was matter there already. So there is, even in the Bible, no such thing as nothingness. As we know in science, there is no such thing as nothingness. There is always, the universe is filled. There is no emptiness. There is no void. There is nothing that doesn't have energy in it. So y'all have a great day. And remember always, you got to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibration.